Alrighty. Howdy there, this is Ambiguous Influence back with another episode of the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines Heat Death Build Edition. Last time we blew up a warehouse in Santa Monica and got our instructions to head on over to good old downtown LA. So first thing we'll be doing is taking a real quick double check on something over at the hospital to see if there's an item we can now pick up since we last saw it. Because I can't pick up anything if I can't see the sparkles. Oh my, hello, who are you? And you're creepy, of course you are. And will have no consequence down the road whatsoever. Alrighty, so let's see if we can pick up the book. We forgot. Ha ha ha, we can. Computers for Grandmas. Now can we read it? Oh, we can. Computers for Grandmas. To begin, put the foot pedal on the desk and push the power button on the metal box. This is the house for your friend Computer. Chip, the enchanted electronic pixie that can do 4.8 billion calculations per second. Wow, that's fast, Chip. Do you see an image on the magical computer window? Reading this will boost your computer knowledge. Read. So now we're up to computer, so we have hacking 4. Let's make a quick excursion. See if we can pick up the vampire blood, the werewolf blood. Vampires and werewolves, totally the same thing. Yep, totally. Last time we tried this, things went just a bit scuffed due to, murder. But, let's see if we can get that cabinet open for controlled substances. Looks like it. Unlock. To turn on the camera for that. So we'll just have to turn that camera off again. Camera 1. Controlled substances disabled. Nice. Alrighty. Grab that werewolf blood. And yeah, we still don't have enough to actually get the drug box for Trip. So we'll have to come back up. Oh. Well, maybe not. So we have the 3 XP. Let's roll to see if we can get a ability. That is a 3. 1, 2, 3. That is computer. So that would need at least 6. We don't have enough to put into an attribute, so we will wait till our next experience event. Alrighty, so we are going to deliver the werewolf blood. Now, I have never actually, at least in my recent memory, ever done this quest where I actually wound up, killing the guard, so I don't know if there will be anything different on this one. Like, you're just like, well done. You have protected the Masquerade. But, let's see if... Oh! They paid me. Let's see what they have to say on the old computer. Nicely done. Your assistance was much appreciated in regards to the werewolf blood. Please find your payment in the mailbox if you haven't already done so. And the first move. The White King moves to protect the pawn. Alrighty. So, let's roll for the abilities, see if we can level anything there. That is a 5, which is melee. So we'll put a dot into melee there. Alrighty. And with that, we will be heading to downtown. I don't believe there's anything else I can do for us right now. Actually, we'll try to see if I have... I probably don't have enough persuasion for the blood doll for Vandal, so I'll leave that off for now. And head into Santa Monica. Downtown from Santa Monica.
Where to?
Just drive. Downtown.
Let's drain it. Let's take it and leave it out for the sunrise.
We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Think you could blow up our warehouse and get away with it? Lick.
It's I want its teeth.
Camera the fuck. Boys, I think we could all use a little entertainment. Those of you sitting in the first few rows will get wet. Son of a bitch!
Leave.
There's 3 of us, Rodriguez.
Yeah. 3 of us.
What are you gonna do?
Shoot us?
This ain't over. We'll find you. You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with a Sabat and lives.
Keep moving. Trouble sure seems to like you. Good effort. Execution needs a little work. You look like shit. Name's Nines.
Thanks for the help.
Should have been more careful, maybe. Bunch of shovelheads like that. They walk tough, but they scare easy. Just tear an ear off or something.
I'll remember that.
You do that. Me? I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story.
I'll do that.
This is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
I'll try. And again, one of the few cutscenes in the game. And now we are downtown. So, first stop I always make at any hub is to the local merchant to pick up the next set of armor. And not just randomly punch some passers-by.
Baby girl, I saw you coming from down the street and I started praying to the Lord to find it in his heart to send you to me, and hallelujah if he didn't come through for me. Welcome to Fat Larry's Trucker Man. I am the proprietor and salesman of the month several years in a row. The ladies call me, oh God, but you can call me Fat Larry with a F-A-T, cause there's more of me to love.
What do you got on the truck?
Now, that is a legitimate question, but a better question to be, what don't I got in this truck? Because at Fat Larry's, my motto is, everything's got a price, but I probably know somebody who can get it anyway.
Gonna talk all night, or are you gonna sell me something?
Nah, that's what I like to hear. But it's like this. I say my best stuff for select clientele. Now, that don't mean I don't appreciate your business. It's just, business.
Show me the merchandise. Alrighty. Buy the heavy clothing. And for now, at least, that will be it. That outfit. So let's at least go see the prince to kickstart off the downtown arc. is a big tower.
Snack cake? What are you doing here?
What did you just call me?
I mean, I gotta admit, I'm a little flattered if you're stalking me,
Oh,
but
God.
anyhow, you see where your little security muffins ended up?
Mm.
Night shift lobby sergeant, huh? Hey, stick with me, because I'm going straight to the top, baby.
Yeah, I think you can let me up.
I'd love to buzz you up, but according to Building Security Protocol 916, I'm gonna have to verify you're supposed to be here before I can open the elevator. I hate to be a Louis Law, but I'm new here, and you don't get a second chance like this every day.
I'm here to see LaCroix.
Would that be Sebastian LaCroix of the LaCroix Foundation, or Dwayne LaCroix of Insurrection Baby Formula Company?
I love that name. Sebastian LaCroix.
Okay then. Mr. LaCroix, he told me to expect someone fitting your description sometime tonight. You go right on up.
Thanks.
Yeah, you have a good power meeting, or whatever it is you types do up there. If you need any security, well, you just ring the front desk and ask for Officer Chunk. That's me, in case you were wondering.
Thanks, Chunk. I'll remember that. Bye.
There you are. I was informed of your presence in the building. Since you're here, I'll take the liberty of assuming you've destroyed the warehouse. This is correct, yes?
Yes, that is...
Most excellent. I had no doubt you'd prove my decision a prudent one. I trust you encountered no impediments to your progress on account of my personnel.
No, none at all.
That is the answer I like to hear. You've done well, circumstances being what they were. I will admit, not many in your position would have overcome such a trial. But don't misunderstand me. It was no fool's errand. You may yet prove to be a genuine asset. It's a bit disturbing the lack of talent within this organization as of late. Tell me, what would you say to doing a bit of reconnaissance for me?
I guess, what exactly do I have to do?
There have been whispers, rumors spreading around the Kindred community concerning the Elizabeth Dane, the cargo ship that was towed into port recently. Have you heard of it?
No, I haven't. What about it?
The Dane was found out at sea. The reports say it was without crew, but they had yet to report a fate of said crew. The police are investigating the Dane as we speak. Even the Nosferatu have little information on what's been found. However, the reason the ship has caused such speculation is because it was transporting an object called the Onkaran sarcophagus. Now, I'm not one to predicate a decision based on conjecture, so what I need is fact. And more importantly, I need evidence that the occurrences on the Dane were not supernatural in nature, and in no way relate to this Onkaran sarcophagus.
What do you need me to do?
You have 3 objectives. 1. I want you to examine the sarcophagus for anything unusual. You may sense something peculiar about the sarcophagus. In fact, many kindred in the city have reported an uneasiness in the air since the Dane's arrival. Do not, under any circumstances, open the Onkaran sarcophagus. Secondly, the police have begun their investigation. Find out what they have concluded thus far. Thirdly, take the cargo manifest for the ship. I want to find out what else it was carrying. The last thing we want is police aware of our existence, so be careful what you do in front of them. And unlike the warehouse, you cannot wholesale slaughter a ship full of lawmen without consequences. Is this understood?
Yes.
Good. Oh, and it has come to my attention that you had an encounter with Nines Rodriguez earlier. The man so does love to throw that cretinous charm of his brashly about. What exactly did Mr. Rodriguez say?
He asked me to visit him at the last round.
I see. Then, you should go humor the by-the-numbers rhetoric he's so desperately aching to spew. Oh, please, before the chance of fascist oppressor from that dive of theirs clog the air and choke the local kine.
Fine.
Give the Anarch community my regards.
Okay. And off to the last round. My personal favorite murder alley of the game.
I don't think so.
Oh, look. A mystical sun. What could this be, I wonder? Ooh, book. Thaumaturgical creatures.
Greetings, neomate. Might I assume you received my invitation? I have been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time.
Yeah, I got it. I'm assuming you are...
Strauss. Maximilian Strauss. I am the regent of this chantry. Welcome.
Thanks. What exactly is a chantry?
A chantry is a local gathering place for those of the Tremere clan. I live here, as do apprentices from time to time.
I'm new around here, Max. What's the word on the street?
Let me give you some advice.
I forgot this part, I swear.
Your survival in kindred society will often depend on your ability to find out yourself what is going on around you. Remember that well.
I appreciate the
As
advice.
for what is going on here in downtown, the word on everyone's lips, kindred or kind, seems to be epidemic.
Yeah, why? What's going on?
It seems that disease has been spreading at an alarming rate throughout the downtown population. Considering our particular appetites, the local kindred are more than concerned about these developments.
Interesting.
Yes, indeed. My opinion is that the local anarchs are responsible for these outbreaks. Their precipitous indulgence of certain passions often leads to such things. Ergo, their need for the watchful eye of the Camarilla.
Maybe I could look into the pandemic for you.
An interesting proposition. If you succeed in finding the cause of this epidemic and putting an end to it, I will compensate you appropriately for your efforts.
I'll do it. We'll figure out what you owe me when I return.
Very well. Again, I recommend speaking with the anarchs. You can find most of them at the local watering hole, reveling in the vices of their former lives. I believe the place is called The Last Round.
I'll check in with you later. And now to the last round. For real this time. With no sidetracking whatsoever. I promise. And into the dive bar.
Well, if it ain't the talk of the town, poster child for Camarilla benevolence. What does the prince have his little bitch doing today?
Fine. Funny. Is Nines Rodriguez around here?
Nines is expected. Have some manners and don't wear out your weapon. Backed up again, and I'll be the one showing your actions to the court.
Yeah, alright. Got a few minutes to talk?
What's up?
None of this vampire shit makes any sense to me.
You gotta understand, Kendra. You're carrying a 6,000-year curse in your blood. No matter how powerful it makes you feel,
Curse?
that blood is a tangle of chains that's gonna leave you bound in servitude the rest of your existence.
You think so?
Your elders command the blood. They control the blood, and the blood listens. You'll never even hear their call. But the blood will make you obey.
How can you break free?
That shit stretches all the way back to Cain. Nothing you can do. Some ancient sleeping in a tomb half a world away has a bad dream, and you don't feel that shit.
Who's Cain?
Cain, man. Father of all vampires. Killed his brother Abel and was cursed by God to walk eternity feeding on the blood of his children. Some heavy shit, sister.
I mean, Cain from the Bible, really? Is that true?
Keep your voice down. Is Cain real? I don't know. Not
Yes,
sure.
he is. I hear you, but what are you going to do? But where are you going with this?
The point is, with this curse pulling your strings, you really want to sign away your right to fight by joining the Camarilla?
But you agree with the Masquerade.
I don't need to bare my fangs to feel good about myself. Masquerade is a fruity Camarilla lady. Other than that, I ain't got no problem with it. Live and let live. We got enough to worry about.
It does make sense.
Speaking of the Masquerade, I just thought of something you might be able to help us out with.
Tell me about it.
There's this girl who's been making a lot of noise lately. She's a real pain in the ass. She's a ghoul of this one Toreador creep who disappeared.
What's her name?
Her name's Pat. She hangs out in the clubs downtown. She used to show up around here and act like she was everybody's best friend. It was all fun and games until her vampire sugar daddy stopped calling. Now she can't get her blood fixed and she ain't so fun no more.
Doesn't she understand he's gone?
Man, she's been told he was dead. She don't listen. Just ask again louder. Junkie. She's gonna make a scene and get us all some real heat.
What kind of heat are you talking about?
Vampire hunters, man. You start doing stupid shit and breaking the Masquerade and you'll see what I'm talking about. Trust me. Hunters are the kind of trouble you don't want.
Alright, so about your little problem with Patty.
She's crossed the line. Only time that mouth ain't blabbing is when it's sucking vampire blood. She's gotta disappear. Do this, and we'll keep it our little secret, you hear?
It would be my pleasure.
Alright? Have fun. I'd love to do this one myself, but I know her side. Just let me know when it's done.
Okay, just noticed that's a bit of a contradiction, unless by her sire he meant a Domitor. Because she's not a vamp. Alright, well, that'll be fun. Talk to Jack.
Well, looky who made it back in one piece. How's Santa Monica, kiddo?
It was okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a stroll on the beach. So did you score a lot of skee-ball tickets down on the pier there?
No.
I can't imagine you did. Probably too busy getting pushed around by every vampire with the weakest seniority over you, am I right?
You could say that, yes.
That's usually the way the story goes. Same old bullshit politics from when you were alive, huh? Don't it make you just want to rip somebody's spine out? What? You saying that's just me?
LaCroix is sending me to the Elizabeth Dane.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Why, what's up, Jack?
The sarcophagus. Did LaCroix tell you about the Ankaran sarcophagus?
No, but I don't really trust him to tell me the truth anyway.
Yeah, well, maybe I should fill you in on the details. That sarcophagus is bad news. Kindred around the globe have been going batshit since it was discovered.
Why?
The word is there's an ancient asleep in there. One of the fathers, one of the vampires, that if you trace your lineage way back, there's a chance that it'll end up with him at the root.
He was asleep this whole time?
Ancients don't just nap. They sleep whole ages away. And when they wake up, they're hungry.
So he'll wake up and go hunting.
It's more than that. Most kindred think it's one of the signs of the end, the apocalypse. Every religion has their own version. Kindred call it Gehenna, and the way they tell it, it starts when the ancients rise to devour their children.
Is this for real?
No one knows for sure, really. That's just a word that's been handed down through the ages. The Camarilla denies these ancients exist.
Wow, that's crazy. I wonder if it's true.
Well, kiddo, I guess you're gonna be the one to find out. Hey, good luck. Try not to wake Grandpa Munster and kill the world, huh?
Why is the prince sending me, and why did he send me to Santa Monica?
Because he never thought you'd make it back. If Nines didn't stand up for you in the courtroom, you would have been toast right there, man. Everybody knows that.
I don't get it. Why did he want to kill me?
It's bullshit Camarilla law. You gotta get it to prove before you sire anyone. Vampire population control, facts and crap. LaCroix wanted to look like the strong leader upholding the law.
You don't follow Camarilla law?
Kid, I never answered to no man in life. Now I sure as shit ain't taking orders from a vampire with a seat and a funny name. And when I die again, the devil's gonna have to cut me a deal if he wants my ass. Besides, I never trust anybody with an X in their name.
Good policy. So if the prince wanted to kill me, why am I still standing here?
Public relations, man. Calculated risk. Adventurer born in a boardroom. When Nines called him out, LaCroix realized it was time to show a carefully measured dose of Camarilla compassion.
Is LaCroix afraid of Nines? I thought he was the boss.
LaCroix is the boss of the Camarilla in L.A. That's it. LaCroix is the boss. That's rich.
Yeah, I think he's got that Napoleon thing going on.
The facts are like this. The Camarilla need us to buy into their bullshit for any of their laws to mean dick. Now, telling free-living vampires they need to be ruled is a hard sell. So, the Camarilla baked up a play nicey plan. Show everyone how great they are, so we'll all just jump on board.
Who is everyone?
The free-living dead, kiddo. A lot of people like to use the label anarchs. Whatever the hell that means. Anarchs. Does got a nice kick to it, though, huh? Yeah.
I've got a few more questions.
Sure thing, kiddo. Fire away.
I'd like to ask about something else.
What's on your mind?
I'm out of here. Alrighty. And now for Damsel.
Sabat chased you in here, Cammy?
Why do you ask?
Heard Nines saved your ass again. You think LaCroix would have stopped counting his money long enough to get your back, Jack?
What do you mean, again?
Cammy, you'd have a whole lot less about your neck if it hadn't been for Nines calling the prince out in that courtroom. Shit. Looks like things worked out for LaCroix anyway. Got himself a new grand girl out of it.
What the fuck's your problem?
Oh, you want to know what my problem is? Alright, I'll tell you what my problem is. You ready? You are my goddamn problem. Anyone who would lay it down for some cape in an ivory tower deserves what they get.
What alternative do I have?
Alternative? Being here. That's a step in the right direction. I'm Damsel, grandmother of these mothers, and one pissed bitch since LaCroix ruled in.
Mm-hmm. Pissed, you don't say. Drink some bad blood or something?
Don't even joke about bad blood at a time like this. Don't you know we've got a plague bearer around here?
Plague bearer.
A plague bearer's a fool that doesn't care who they feed them. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. We can't get sick, but the kind can. And kindred that feed on them start spreading disease. Enough get sick, it's an epidemic. CDC's in town as we speak.
So how do you get rid of one?
Seen Old Yeller? May sound cruel, but it's necessary. If someone puts together 2 and 2 as to the real cause of an outbreak of bloodborne diseases, guess what happens? So the plague bearer's gotta be found and put down. If the Camarilla really gives a damn, they'll help us out.
The Anarchs helped me out before. Where do I start?
One of our boys' ghouls, name's Paul, lives nearby in the Skyline Apartments. Been a stranger lately. Looked like death last time he was here. Said he didn't get bit, but maybe you can get more info out of him.
I'll go check it out.
Wait, if Paul's not talking, you might want to start questioning the homeless pop. So many have been dying lately that it takes the city a few days to pick up the bodies.
I'll ask around right now. Bye, damsel. And now, Nines. Although, yeah, let's see if we can get some XP expenditure. That is a 5 for melee, so that will be a no-go for now.
You showed up. Good. Here's what I gotta tell you. And so you know, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm just a guy out of nowhere came to be involved in something 500 times bigger than you and me.
Go on.
You got a right to know the score. The Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme. There's a bunch of these old-timers at the top with God only knows what plots in mind. They lose their power, they die. They sired more to carry out their plans. And looking for a little power, then those kindred sired for their own schemes, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about the mess. And it works out to as this. Only a few people at the top have any real power.
Aren't you part... isn't the prince the leader of the Camarilla?
LaCroix? Shit. LaCroix's just the guy who backstabbed and wheeled and dealed his way into becoming king son of a bitch of all the local Camarilla. Him and any of the traitors that sided with the Cam want power here, they'll get what's due.
So what are you all about?
I learned the way of this world during the Depression. A bunch of old rich bastards screwed the country. But did they suffer? No. The little people suffered. You can't trust the people at the top. The world would be a better place without them. All you can do is get a group of people together who aren't assholes. Find a place to put your feet up and make some examples of the quote-unquote elite. Keep the rest the hell out. Everyone's an equal here. The same thing this country used to be about. That's what LA has been. An anarch-free state.
So the Camarilla is new to LA.
The Camarilla was kicked out on their ass a long time ago. We, the anarchs, didn't want to play their politics anymore. Now LaCroix and crew pop in like they never left? No goddamn way. Their laws don't apply to us.
Have you tried meeting with the Camarilla?
I got their meeting right here.
Sounds like you're the prince of the anarchs.
No such thing.
The term is
And
baron.
again, don't throw those kind of words around lightly. You're risking a beatdown. I fought to keep LA free since I was embraced. A long time later, I'm one of the only ones left that hasn't bidded or switched sides. The most veteran soldier on the battlefield.
Although he effectively is the Baron of Downtown, even though he doesn't use that title. Not a fan of the prince, huh?
LaCroix represents everything I hate. The Camarilla, stuck-up aristocrats, rich businessmen, crooked politicians. The only place LaCroix belongs is in an urn.
One more question. Any advice you can give me?
Here's what I tell all the new blood. 1, you get careless, that blood will make you into a monster. If you rampage around here, you get put down. 2, don't kill when you feed. No reason to. In this city, there's lots of ways to slake the beast without leaving a trail of dead. 3, the Camarilla's full of shit. 4, watch your back, always. And lastly, learn how to fight. Because a speech ain't gonna save your ass when you're staring down the barrel of a shotgun.
Can you teach me how to fight?
After picking your ass up off the pavement back there, yeah. I can tell you don't even know the basics. Hold your hands up like this, and keep your body at an angle. Makes you harder to hit. Keep your thumbs out of your fists and put your weight into your punches.
Thanks for all your help, Nines.
LA's the school of hard knocks, so keep your friends close and your enemies in a barbecue pit. Once you square things with LaCroix, don't give that son of a bitch the time of night. I got my eye on you, kid.
Okay. Alrighty, so we got some free stats from Nines, always nice. So now we're actually going to start pursuing some of the Plague Bearer stuff. Just because, you know, it's a fun little side mission, fairly extensive, and it gets us access to a fairly good item. Well, I say fairly good, a very good item in the Bloodstar from Max. So, let's head over to the Skyline Apartments for Paul the Ghoul, which, you know, just happens to be a place where we were looking for Muddy Mike Durbin. Interesting. And down the alley of death. So there's a number of NPCs who will regularly walk down this pathway, like this hobo for one, alongside 2 high-class ones, and they're fairly easy to get a good feed off on. And here is a club, which has a Dum Dum Ghoul. Let us go talk to Dum Dum Ghoul. Hello, Dum Dum Ghoul.
I knew you'd talk to me. I swear you were all, like, totally drawn to me. I'm surprised I don't know you. I usually meet all the LA vampires out on the
Howdy there.
scene.
Welcome to the stream.
Not a lot of you out tonight, which is
Real
weird,
quick,
'cause I don't
and
know if
audio
anybody's
balancing.
going
Is that
on.
good? If so, if it needs any adjustments, let me know. We are playing Bloodlines, just starting near the beginning of the downtown section. Welcome to the stream. Vampires, huh?
No, come on. It's totally cool. I'm Patty. Seriously, everyone knows me. Besides, I just wanted to ask you if you've seen someone.
Fine. Who?
His name is Kent Allen Ryan. He's a toreador. Really good looking, dresses really well, like all Prada usually.
So we're pretending that Prada looks good now already. I do know him. I saw him recently.
You are totally awesome. It just goes to show you that you don't have to dress cute or care what you look like to be a cool girl. So, where is Kent?
In the afterlife I'm going to send you to. In the Santa Monica Blood Bank. He really needed a drink.
Oh, that is totally Kent.
I didn't even know you could do that to her.
Go find him. He needs my help to do anything.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Thanks again.
Yeah, no problem. Just go on over there. He'll be looking for you. Ah, that's wonderful. Let's see if I have enough seduction to unlock this blood doll. Ah. I just wanted to see if your voice was angelic as you. It is. You are.
I've never seen you in here before.
If I'd known you were here, I would have stopped a little sooner. I have something I want to tell you. Come closer. And another blood source unlocked. Howdy, Venus.
Everybody comes in here's got to have a short house rules. Inhibition's the first thing to go. 2 more of these and you'll be telling me your nastiest, dirtiest stories. I am your beat priestess, and it's time to confess.
Who are you?
Venus was her name. Got anything you want to confess?
A few nights ago, the life I knew was obliterated.
Sounds serious. I'm going to need details, so I know whether to pour a Hail Mary or a highway to hell.
That warehouse that blew up in Santa Monica? That was me.
Oh, yeah? I've been waiting for someone like you to come in here. You see, I've got this situation that's gotten a little out of hand, and I need someone to inform some people that they won't be getting paid this month. Intrigued yet?
Go on.
Well, the parking lot next to the Empire Hotel. Couple of guys, Russian accents, bit thick. I need you to tell them Venus doesn't have their money. That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
What's in it for
Drinks
me?
on the house for a week.
I'd prefer
You want
cash.
cash? Whatever, I can do that. Question is, are you worth it?
Definitely. I'll do it.
I expected you'd bite. Empire Hotel. Tell them I'm broke. You can run, right? Never mind. Just don't go starting any street fights, alright? These guys are connected. Anyhow, a lot of people have yet to confess to the beat priestess. Later, darling.
Back in a minute. And with the stats of my junk random build, well, it's probably going to end in a fight. Alrighty, so we have our Skyline Apartments right here. Oh, hey, Casey. Doesn't a ghoul take on the personality of the vampire? Sometimes, typically more so, they might take on some of the personality quirks associated with the clan. Like, Ventru ghouls only really liking the blood of Ventrus, Valkavian ghouls having, issues. Nosferatu ghouls sometimes get a little more decrepit, such and such, but not necessarily like the personality of their Domitor. Typically, the blood has more of a influence over them than any specific quirks of the particular vampire. Typically.
Send you
That she did.
money. Where is money?
She told me she'd tell you she doesn't have the money.
No money?
No.
Yeah, no.
God, I love celerity. But how are you doing, Casey? Alrighty, free weapons. Free dock, nice. I'm doing pretty good. Just celebrated my parents' birthdays with them. Tomorrow I'll be playing the first round of a game I got them. It's a Firefly faction deck builder game. They're big into board games, as am I, and, you know, they frickin' love the Firefly game. Big fans of it, so... And I found that in my local game store when I was just popping around, and I'm like, hey, let's go for this. So I'm probably going to play some of that with them tomorrow night. We went out to dinner and all that, had a fun time. But my dad's asleep right now, and I think my mom's pouring over the rules to the new game now, so... Looking forward to that. Okay, so... Alright, Paul's 5. Can I pick the lock? Difficulty 5. 2, so I could only get to 4. I'll have to use alternative means. Oh, let me actually roll for my freaking stat distribution. 12. Oh, goody, scholarship. Okay, this one's nice and open.
Hi, Paul. It's Hannah. Just call me Blood. I hope I didn't give you what I've got. I feel like...
I do not have the Skyline apartment yet. I haven't yet actually done the Elizabeth Dane yet. I was able to get the Werewolf Blood, because I got a high enough inspection to see the computer book and use it, which got me enough computer to get the Werewolf Blood and complete that quest. But typically you need to like do well on like the Werewolf Blood quest and then like one of the main quests, or like any of the other like Sebastian Kiss Up quests, like the Werewolf Blood or the Hollywood Restaurant Critic, and he gets you the keys to the Skyline. One, 2, 0, 3. Ooh, nice. The safe key. Safe key.
Paul, is that... Hey! You're not Paul! Who are you? What are you doing in here?
I'm a friend of Paul's. He just wanted me to come and check up on you.
He did? That's so sweet. He's such a nice guy. Is everything okay with him?
So for apartments you get, you will always have the standard one in the Santa Monica, and then depending on your clan you can get one more. For the Tremere, you can get one in the Tremere Chantry. The Nosferatu can get one in the sewers, not till like way late in the game, and then all the other clans can just get the Skyline. Yeah, sure, you sound pretty sick, Hannah. What have you got?
I don't really know. I've taken all kinds of medicine, but I can't seem to get rid of it. I feel like I got a fever and a sore throat. I'm real weak. Can't seem to get out of bed. What day is it? I can't remember.
Sounds pretty bad. Where did you get it?
Well, I think I got sick from one of my clients. I was feeling fine until I saw her a few days ago.
Who was this client?
She was just a woman who called. She found my ad in the newspaper. Usually only do business with referrals, you know, but she was offered a lot of money.
Did she tell you her name?
Her name was Jezebel Locke. I'm usually not too good with names, you know, but hers was so strange. Can't seem to get it out of my head.
Was there anything strange about her? Anything at all?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. To tell you the truth, I don't really remember a whole lot about that night, you know. Everything's a little blurry, you know. I mean, I'm not usually, you know, into women.
But I remember feeling so attracted to her. I thought she was the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen. And the next thing that's clear is when I woke up the next morning. And I've been feeling too well since then. To tell you the truth, I have other friends who've worked with her, and they're not doing so hot either, you know?
Yeah, there really isn't any apartment in Hollywood or Chinatown, at least not to my knowledge. Yeah, like I know there is. I know there's the apartment you can go in for Amalia's quest, but I don't think you ever managed to like get that apartment. Yeah. Where did you meet her, Hannah? Where is Jezebel Locke?
She had a room at the Empire Hotel. I can't remember the number. Hey, are you sure that Paul's okay? He's not sick, is he?
Paul's taking a dirt nap. You're probably next.
No, Paul! It's not true! Oh, God! No!
Rest in peace, bitch. See ya. Okay, and that's the response you give when you have a low humanity, which, whew! Oh boy. Well, let's roll for them their XP again. That'll be at 10, so we'll be skipping till the next XP event. But also, cash! Alrighty. And now for alternative means of entry into number 2. Yep. Alrighty, I am on 6, so 5, 4, 3, and 2.
Mr. Milton.
Not yet, my precious, not yet.
Bring your associate, Mr. Durbin, as
And probably never, sadly. Really shitty wall textures. I love how, like, every different apartment in this apartment block is, like, it's typically, like, a fairly, like, fairly upscale, like, apartment building, but then you get, like, just one like this, which is, like, yeah. And, oh, why not? Let's head out through the basement. It's the creepy man with the creepy cameras in everyone's apartments. Apartment 3 is safe. Part. Notes. Bah! 69648, so we do have the password to that safe. Well, to that apartment if we want to try and burgle that safe later. Okay, yeah, that's the sewer hole here. But Clarence will do as Clarence does, and as always, choose violence. Oh, you're not going to attack when I come out of the door. Interesting. I think if you, like, go into it, he'll attack. Alrighty, so first let's head back on over to Venus, so we can also get the Boris hit. And we can do
Good evening to you.
Empire Hotel all in one.
What?
Pass on your message.
I can't hear you. Let's talk in my office.
Okay.
Well, you certainly did better than my bouncer did. Poor dear can't turn his neck to the right anymore. Already had a call from Boris. Wasn't too happy about tonight, son of a bitch. Say, would you like to get into the club business,
Sure, why not?
Well, to start this club, I have to take out a significant loan from a king bastard by the name of Boris, and every time I haven't been able to make the monthly plus interest, the bastard takes what he feels is a suitable late fee.
My kind of guy. Wow!
So I'll be blunt.
Low humanity run here.
That misogynistic old man one more time to hold on to the club. So I need someone to eliminate him. Do this, and I'll make you a silent partner.
Good as
He's
done.
at the Empire Hotel. Always has a few of the fiercest bully boys standing round trying to out-sneer each other.
Oh yeah, the Nosferatu is, like, I know if you go up to her in general, she'll be like, no, the whatever band is playing down at, like, this other club, not here. And to actually even get her quests, you actually have to, do Fat Larry's. And he'll actually be in contact for you to actually do her quests. Else, she doesn't just normally offer them. Be back when he's no longer breathing. Oh! I should not have picked that up. Oh well. It's only $50. But I do think it's funny that in the game, obviously when you play Nosferatu, you want to stay away from folks, not let them see you too clearly. Also, it's a Masquerade breach. Except, like, all the quest givers and stuff, which, and here's what I find so amusing about it, is that it's a Masquerade breach for most people, but for people who work, like, in customer service positions, it's just another freak. Which, as someone who's worked in customer-facing positions for a decade now, is... you get used to some stuff.
Yes? May I help you?
Is there a guest here named Jezebel Locke?
Yes. Miss Locke is one of our more, popular guests.
Oh yeah,
Why do you
Fat Larry's
ask?
reaction. I need a key to her
I can't
room.
do that. It's against hotel policy.
Come on, give me a key, and later I'll give you some room service.
I see. Well, in that case, perhaps I can make an exception. Here's the key to her suite. Have a nice evening.
Thanks. See ya. Alright, let's do a roll here. That is a 1. You can't overbrawl. So let's see if we can add anything into the attributes. That is a 7. Which is stamina, which we cannot. So let's see if we can add one to a discipline on a D3. 2. So yes, we will actually upgrade our potence, which is actually very useful coming up. Yep. And I will equip the knife because slashing damage versus vampire.
Oh, yeah. Who do we have here? Are you a believer, little morsel? Have you come for the kind of enlightenment only Jezebel can give?
I take it you're Jezebel Locke?
Yes, I am Jezebel. And I have such things to show you, little morsel. Such beautiful, dirty little things. Won't you come into my parlor?
What the hell is going on around here?
Oh, you cannot escape me, little morsel. One way or another, you and I will intertwine our beings on the way into the ninth circle, and I will send you forth, full of the sweet sickness I carry.
Your Karen haircut? Cool idea, but you're really starting to piss me off. Die, bitch! And one of the things I do love about the Bruja is that the discipline spread is just so useful. It's just like speed and hitting stuff hard, and sometimes stunning people. Like, you just can't go wrong. And hey, I can pick up the Brawling book. Well, I can sell this off then since it's beneath me. This one, if I ever get Research 3, could actually probably give me another free brawl point, which is always nice. Alrighty. So I believe Jezebel is a Toreador. I don't think it's ever like explicitly stated what her clan is, but she has high level presence, seems, you know, vampy vamp, so I'm guessing Toreador. And now to Russian Mafia. Yeah, going to try stealth to begin with. Oh, forget about that.
Dead after the attempts by the would-be bombers were thwarted by a diner patron turned vigilante. Witnesses saw the vigilante run from the diner.
Oh, how does she make people sick? Oh, so basically, as, you know, she feeds on people. This is just something that, it was a quirk of vampires in the setting where, like, as the vampires feed on people, they themselves don't get sick. They're immune to bloodborne illness. But if, you know, they're indiscriminate with their feeding, they, like, feed on someone with an illness, and it's, like, sticking physically to their, like, mouth and body, and they're not, like, brushing their teeth, and they feed on someone else, that can actually get into their bloodstream and make them sick. And potentially a vampire, if they kept themselves basically as a environment, could, like, breed and fester different bacteria, different viruses on their body, on their fangs, and it's very easy for that to spread as they feed on different people. They're immune themselves, but they act as vectors, and then these plague bearers are intentionally cultivating and doing that to folks.
Astanavis, who the hell are you?
My presence is required by your boss. What? I don't understand you.
Who the hell are you?
I have business to discuss with you.
Spit it out before Dima blows your head all over wall.
It's a sensitive proposition I have. Perhaps you should step outside.
Why would I allow that?
So we can speak in private.
He stays. Now tell me business. If you are lucky, you will leave with life.
Venus sent me. She wants the debt wiped, and she wants you out of her life.
Stupid, spoiled American child. So much. She spits in my face.
Call the debt off, or
You will
else.
get nothing from me. Go tell that bitch she can pack up Little Club. Her name is coming off. Get the hell out of here. Pashli, go.
Maybe you misheard me. Call off the debt now. Free gun. Aim to drain him dry. Pick up. Pick up. Again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a lot of blood. A lot of health damage. Okay, gotta be quick on this one. It seems I overclicked here. And now I have to load my game. My apologies there. Let's see where I left off. Okay. So basically I just left off before starting the Russian mob part. So we've already killed Jennifer in this timeline. Jezebel. Alrighty. So not much has been lost.
And whether the ship was being used in drug or terrorist-related smuggling. Coast Guard search parties are still patrolling the area where the game was first spotted, though the fate of the crew.
Oh, this game.
Our criticism of vandalism. Paintings on display at Santa Monica's Gallery Noir were slashed by an intruder who evaded capture by security.
Let's see if I can use that one yet. Not yet.
The paintings were estimated to be worth nearly $250,000. They would be auctioned in a trade event.
Actually, we'll save. Give a hard save to it, just in case history repeats.
Who the hell?
Presence required by our boss. What? And I will be going through this.
Well,
because I've already done this.
forget it. You want to get nothing?
And feed. Alrighty. And let's take a swig of blood. That's about here, why not? And feed. Alrighty, let's pick up our any free weapons we might get, plus our loot. Okie dokie. So let's up. Say we could stroll that out of here, but now that is one thing I do like about having the high roll feat is the ease of feeding in combat. That is something that is... Because if you have a low brawl, it can just fail when you try to go on feet on people in combat. Why are there so many of you? It's almost like you're guarding or something. Alrighty, well this is looking like a 100% successful operation. And I'm going to save just in case the game decides to crash on me for saying that. It did not. Alrighty then, let's turn in some quests and continue on with the Plague Bearers arc. Well, subplot.
I beg your pardon.
And actually check my XP, because yes. Let's see if I can add to an ability. 2. That's a farm, so no. Let's see if we can add to an attribute. 1. Up in strength.
There you are. Finished yet?
Let's talk in your office. Let's talk in your office!
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Yes, that is the gist.
Boris?
Dead.
Is that Boris's blood? Guess we're partners then. If you only knew what I had to do over the years to keep this place open. Tell you what, partner. Come in every few days and I'll give you your cut. Here's tonight's. I've got some money to make us. I'll hold your share of the profits. Don't forget to drop by and scoop them up once in a while,
So I'll be streaming for probably until around 11 or so, or until we finish the downtown arc, whichever comes first. You'll see me again and often, don't worry. Goodbye, Venus. We. Actually, I'm gonna see if there's some stuff I can solve for Larry.
Say now, Wonder Girl, seeing the kind of commando gear you been stocking up on, you ain't just using that stuff for keeping the neighbors away from your shit, is you?
So?
Well, that's your business, okay. I just figured somebody with a shopping list like yours might be up for a little action czar, alright?
Alright, yeah, definitely, Casey. Get yourself something to eat, and make sure it's something you enjoy. I'm listening.
Yo, I need a hardcore pimp killing Cleopatra Jones for a supersized skull. Straight up Foxy Pam Grier style. Still with me?
You got my attention.
Here's what's going down. I got a tip that the Chinatown Tone and some local boys are meet down at a nearby parking garage to carry out a business deal. Now, I can't tell you what they is exchanging, but let's just say a certain client of mine is ready to drop some Uncle Sam-sized bucks to acquire what's in briefcase number 1. You get it for me, I'ma not only give you a cut, but I'll roll out my special stock as well. Now, how that sound?
I'll do it.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Now, if you're the straight-out hard-boiled Terminator type, I'd suggest you buy some heavy firepower before you roll up to the parking garage. You need anything?
I cast Fist. Let's see what you got. Alrighty. So I will sell off this one, because it's of no use to me. Yeah, I'll sell off the crap katana. And now we head back to Damsel to give the glorious news of the defeated Plague Bearer. Jim. I took care of the patty problem.
Ghouls ain't nothing but trouble, if you ask me. It's a weakness. You're insane.
Glad to be of service to such a just cause. About Paul, he's dead. For a few days, it wasn't pretty.
We told him to burn the blood and go to the hospital. Said he thought he'd get over it. And are stubborn that way. This proves the plague bearer's gotta be found.
The plague bearer's dead.
Right on. Except we dusted a second one over near the convention center.
Shit.
They're part of some doomsday cult, apparently. No telling how many there are, but it's open season on all these sick sons of bitches.
I'll start looking for the rest. Bye, damsel. Now to question the homeless. Convenient homeless.
What? Get away from me! Leave me alone!
I need to ask you about the sickness that's been plaguing the homeless.
Oh, you do? But I don't believe you. You're after my aluminum cans, aren't you? Well, you're not gonna get them. Just get away!
I don't want your cans, just some information.
Yeah, I heard that before. Come back with some green. Maybe I'll believe you.
Fine, take your 20 and start talking.
Okay. All I know is that old Tin Can Bill. He's been jabbering about some kind of monster that took him somewhere and got him sick. And that's all I know, okay? And that's all I'm saying.
Where's this Tin Can Bill?
Well, you can usually find him down in his alleyway, just across from that bar over there.
Thanks. See ya. Speaking of, hey, this is where we are pursuing another quest line. With a headless corpse. Hello.
Did you see it?
The headless corpse, it's kind of hard to miss.
He done tore him up, right in two, ripped him apart like a rag doll.
Tell me what you saw.
These two guys, the dead guy and the other, they showed up. I've been living here, so I hid. I thought maybe they was owners or cops come to clean the place out.
Who was the other guy?
The dead feller called him Muddy.
So, this dead guy and Muddy, what were they doing here?
They was waiting on someone. They were going to do some kind of job, they were saying. But the person they was meeting when he was late. So the one guy leaves and trying to phone and call him, and the dead guy stayed. Well, that's when the killer, that's when he showed up.
Showed up?
1 second he wasn't there, and then he was. Like out of the shadows he come up. Scared the shit out of the dead guy. I'd like to scream, but I couldn't breathe.
Then what happened?
Oh, that killer, he grew these claws. I swear it, I saw it. The dead guy went white like he seen the devil. And then the killer grabbed him round the neck and lifted him up and started cursing at the guy.
What did he say?
Oh, I couldn't hear too good. Something about revenge for what he did or what they did. The killer made sure the dead guy knew who he was and then ripped him open. Just tore him apart. He did it real slow and made the guy scream.
Now be a good boy and forget everything you saw here.
Okay, I will. I don't want to never think about that again.
You better do. Alrighty, now to get up there. Lucky Star room key and car stereo. Okay, you found the shredded body of Milton at the abandoned warehouse, but Durbin was nowhere to find. You did find a key to the Lucky Star Motel, though. And that is in Hollywood. Ooh. And this is another slang, like the Southland Slasher. Alright, let's roll to see if we can put that 3 XP into anything. Cocked die. And a 4, that's dodge, so that'll be a no-go.
Who's there, huh? Old Bill can't see too good these days. Is that you, Betty? I ain't got no booze tonight, so we may as well get the hell out of here.
I don't need your booze, old man. Tell me what you know about this epidemic.
Yeah, I might be able to. But I'm awful thirsty tonight, miss. Would you spare $5 for a man who's been down on his luck?
Sure, here's $5.
Thank you much. I'm going to have to go pick up some hooch.
$5 hooch. Oh.
Purposes, you know. Now, I know you ain't going to believe old Bill, because I've been telling my friends and the cops and everyone since it happened. And people just say that it's the hooch talking and nothing more.
With the way you smell, I'm not surprised they think that.
There's a monster, you see. A monster with his face all twisted and ugly, teeth longer than your finger, and these eyes piss yellow and full of hate. I've never seen eyes like that before. It's still giving me bad dreams.
So what happened?
He grabbed me, threw me over his shoulder, took me to the bad place, the dark place. Oh, God, the smell. Worse than anything And then he bit me. My neck. Oh, God, it was horrible. Don't remember too much after that. Blacked out and woke up here in my alley. Haven't been feeling too well since then.
Bill, I need to know where the monster took you.
Came up through the sewers, he did. Just around the corner there. Don't want to go back to the bad place, friend. Don't let the monster come back and take me there.
Will you die already? Good riddance, you pathetic drunk. Wow, low humanity of playthrough. Well, let's see if we can spend some of this sweet, sweet exp. That is a 1. So no umbra. Let's see if we can improve an attribute. Cocked die. 7 stamina once more, so that will be a no. And we do not have enough experience to improve a discipline. And we're going into the Brother Canker fight, who's one of the harder fights at this point of the game. But we have both potence and speed, so may not be too bad. So he's hard because he has a good amount of potence, and he has protein paws to deal aggravated damage. Need it. But thankfully, with our mixture of enhanced strength and enhanced speed, we should be able to dance around him a bit and make it at least fairly easy-ish, or what have you. And yeah, let's get that knife for slashing damage. Make another save, just in case I get dusted.
The smell of entrails and rotting flesh. You little bloodsucker. There's meat galore in my kingdom.
Lovely. Hey, what's going on? You got a name or something? Business card?
Brother Canker, they call me. High Lord in the diseased halls of the dead. Look around you. The blood. The bloated bodies. The maggot-ripped mortal shells. These are the signs. The coming of a new age.
Interesting. Preach on, brother.
The doors have been opened, the seals broken, and the final steps into the abyss. The terrible mysteries of the ninth circle.
Why are you feeding on the homeless?
They are the weak, sick, hopeless. I bring them a new purpose. They are the vessels of darkness, carrying the diseased truth in their veins.
Purpose? You mean for the Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle?
The Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle. The darkest dawn is almost upon us. Come, join us in these last nights, spreading our disease upon the earth, sharing this unholy communion with our human herd.
Sounds cool. Can I join up?
Join the disciples.
Ah, well, humanity playthrough.
Floating in their own putrescence. I will show you the mysteries of our brotherhood as I feed on your flesh.
What an eccentric performance. Damn, and here I thought we were going to be friends. Oh well, it's your funeral. Yeah, because he can just do that lunge and do a good amount of damage, yeah. There we go. Brotherhood Flyer. Open. And a child's cousin. Alright, let's roll for that sweet, sweet XP. First for abilities. That is a 6. And that is finance. And we could potentially add one more, so let's roll again. That is a 4 for dodge, so we will wait till our next event. Jump in, jump in, jump in. Just checking my stat distribution right now. Alrighty. Jump! Ah! Made it the first time. Thankfully you don't need to breathe underwater because, you know, corpse. And I will not be making use of these rafts because I have a blood doll. Tasty, tasty blood doll. Can also fit off her. No witnesses! Damn, that turns fast. Alrighty, go update damsel.
Ugh, candy.
Do you know what the symbol on this flyer is?
Yeah, I've seen this. Pretty sure I've seen it around here somewhere. One of the buildings, I think.
I'll look for it. And it's this wonderful, flaming, dark sun skull, because, of course. But before I go into that bit, I will stop by my blood doll to just top off. Or, if the alley favors me, it will not.
So, good evening to you. It's a nice night out, huh?
Not her. You.
There you are. I was beginning to think you ditched me.
Did you? Only a complete loser would do that. Come here. Alrighty.
Get out of my way, man.
Excuse me? Do you not know who Clarence Wong is? Highly dangerous psychopath? Yeah. Keep walking. Keep walking. Actually, that does remind me, just pardon me one moment while I reload my guns. With ya.
What's up, sister? You enlightened?
Yes.
I see. Welcome to the Brotherhood. The bishop will see you upstairs.
Thank you. Alright, let's see if we can spend any XP. That is a 9. Investigation, so no, so let's check attributes. 4. Dexterity. Awesome. Always useful.
Hey, did you get summoned? You're going upstairs to see the bishop.
What are you talking about?
You're new to the Brotherhood, huh? Just got enlightened. I've been here a few days. When the bishop wants to see you, you'll be summoned, and then you go up these stairs up to the temple.
The temple. What goes on up there?
I don't know. I mean, I hear things, but I haven't been summoned. I had a friend snuck up there a few days ago. Said she saw things, bad things. Yeah.
What? What did she see?
Blood. She said,
Blood
everywhere.
Gallons of the stuff. Give them all that you can drink,
summoned,
and it will never be enough.
To talk to them, but
blood,
they just stared at her with these,
I'm the kind of
these
human wreckage that
looks,
you love.
you know. No, one of them started reaching for her, and she ran away.
Maybe the Brotherhood isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah. I know. The bishop said we have to shed our earthly fears on our journey to the ninth circle.
Based.
But I'm scared to go upstairs. I just want to go home.
Based.
No, I want to go home.
Okay, don't worry, you won't have to worry about the bishop anymore. Time for the knife fight. The zombie knife fight. Oh, this is so good for hitting them in the head. Oh, that is... This is so much better than the fire axe for this. Oh my word. Ah. Yes. 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 Okay, but that streak. Oh, that was tasty. Ah! You win some, you lose some. Okay. Zombie killing. Through the shanty house. Rats. And you can dodge around these zombies, but you know, I was just having so much fun gibbing them, so... Oh, come on, bring the gibby back. Please. There we go. Oh, that's what I want. So I will lay down a save here because Bishop Vic's a bit of a bishoprick.
Welcome, sister. I see you have been enlightened. Are you searching for something? Do you seek the truth? Well, you have come to the right place, sister. We've got more truth here than we can handle.
And you're practically giving it away. Who the hell are you?
They call me Bishop Vic, Shepherd of the Damned, your midnight guide through our last days here on Earth. Do you feel it, sister? The curtain being drawn back at last, drawn back by my hand, by the Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle.
Last days on Earth? Are you talking about Gehenna?
Gehenna?
Howdy, Casey.
Judgment Day.
What did you pick up?
The apocalypse. Oh, again, sister. You are too indoctrinated into the antiquated beliefs of this material world. There is no rhyme or reason. No all-powerful and terrible gods who watch over their children.
Tacos.
You talk of disease. What about the disease that you and I both carry? Our flesh remade into nothing more than an abomination, feeding on our brothers and sisters like so many cattle. What god watched over me when that demon tore into my neck and made me into this monster you see before you? No, sister. There is no god who would tolerate such a thing. And so I've become God. And the diseases I carry to the masses will bring about an end of my own making, until we have all journeyed below into the Ninth Circle.
I think this is a little out of my league. I'm going to hit the road.
The time for words has come and gone, my sister. You and I will take those last steps together and see what truth lies behind the curtain. Let the night fall forever on this cursed earth, and let the fruits of my labor bring a long and bloody harvest.
Sounded like a good idea, but now you've gone and pissed me off. You know what? Let's get out of the grab box. I think they updated this guy to pull his knife out instead of a shotgun. Possibly. Low on blood. Good frenzy. Actually, let's use a blood pack, because I'm really low on health, too. At least this just kind of porting you out. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Low blood and low humanity, so hopefully I won't frenzy out and just go on a feeding spree.
Hello, neomate. How can I be of assistance?
Do you have a few minutes to talk with me?
Of course.
I have solved the problem with the epidemic.
You have? Impressive, young one. What exactly was the source of the epidemic?
It was a blood cult, headed by a vampire named Bishop Vic, a plague bearer.
Tell me of this so-called bishop?
He wanted to bring about the end of the world.
I see. That end may very well be upon us. But to business. I have a debt to pay you for your services.
Yes, you do.
If you so desire, I can give to you a unique talisman that might be of use in the future. If that does not interest you, I can compensate you with hard currency. You decide.
I'll take the item you're talking about.
A wise decision, Neomate. True power lies not in wealth, but in the things it affords you. I hope this object serves you well.
Me too. See ya. And the Blood Star, which is wonderful because it just doubles the duration of your blood buff. Just so good. And gonna head back to Damsel to finish up the Anarch's side of the Plague Bearer.
Ugh, Candy.
All the Plague Bearers are dead.
You killed all of them? You. So I guess you want me to thank you or something?
Yes.
Damn it. Thanks, okay? We're cool for now, but just don't go bragging to everybody about it.
So a vampire becomes a Plague Bearer, Casey, either through just personal choice or they just happen to fall into it. It's not really like a clan or a bloodline or anything. It's just, it's more way of life than anything intrinsically gifted to them. Either they kind of like fall into that lifestyle of spreading sickness around due to despair, anger, what have you, or they just accidentally become one because, they don't brush the freaking teeth. Okay. You're not so bad either, damsel. Still a bitch, but in a good way.
Righteous. You just may have an anarch soul. I'll let you chew on that, Candy. Some of the boys might have overheard our conversation and gotten the impression I've gone soft. Somebody in this joint's gotta lack the restraint to keep their mouths shut.
Maybe. See you, damsel. Alright, let's do a roll for the attributes. And that is a 1 for Brawl, so not security. And not enough for an attribute, so we continue on. Let's take a look-see here. Okay. So at this point, outside of the main quest for downtown, all we really have left is that we can access is Fat Larry's quest in the parking garage and starting the stuff in the abandoned abandoned hospital. That there's never actually a real breadcrumb for, I don't think. So you just kind of have to wander in here. Just kind of weird, but there you go. So let's head in here. Hello.
Help me! Help me! It's coming. It's coming for me now. It's coming for me.
Look out! It's right behind you! Nah, I'm just agreeing with you. What are you talking about?
My crew, we were here shooting for my show. I'm a parapsychologist, haunted LA. Oh, God, he was right behind me. Let's get out of here.
What's behind you?
Look, I'll level with you. We usually fake these things, ghosts and things. That's all bullshit. We were sitting up downstairs and weird shit started happening. My crew, they all started disappearing. I don't know what's happening.
Wait here. I'll go see if I can find them.
No, don't go down there. It's coming. It's coming.
Are you sure it's not right in front of you? Ah. Then again, this, Clarence is hungry. This is an abandoned hospital. And there's no witnesses left. Hmm.
None of it. No, I didn't see that. No, never happened. None of it.
Nah.
That's right, I'm fine.
Keep telling yourself that. And through the most loop-de-loop maze ever conceived of a hospital. Oh, source engine physics. Alrighty, down into the crawl space. Delightful.
Real terror is not the sight of death. It is the fear of death. What is the fear of death? Terror of the unknown. Is it these eyes you peer into? No. I am not the unknown. You and I are closer kin than you and it were.
What are you?
Drinking blood to sustain your death, you are damned, yes? What if, besides the blood of the living, you had to eat pounds of their flesh to maintain that thin facade of life? What would you call it? Twice damned?
I don't really care. So you kill to feed, so what? So do I.
Whether killing without cause serves a purpose, I'm unsure. But I have no interest in morality. Only cause and effect.
Who are you?
My birth name I tell no one. You may address me as Pisha. Pisha was the name of my companion and lover in a time before my death, 230 years ago. She has no need of it anymore.
Why are you living in a condemned building?
My stay in this city is transitory. I seek relics of the occult traced here and would trade similar artifacts to acquire them. But if you wish to bargain with me, the kind upstairs must be sent down here. He has seen too much.
Are you going to eat him?
Eventually.
Okay. Who am I to argue with a flesh-eating monster? I'll go get him. And the number one best shortcut. Now, technically it's not shining, but it is for a side quest progression, so let's pick up this business card. The address is for Skyline Apartments, Apartment 1, downtown Los Angeles, California. We know where you live. Oh. You're heading down here. No one coming that way. Excuse me. No one coming that way. The chump. refreshing. Floor 1. Let's see if we can get in the normal way. Yeah, we can blood buff it. Yeah, no, we already rolled for that, so can't roll yet. I love self-imposed rules. They are so fun. Alrighty. Oh. Spingle Sparkle. Hello, Governor.
The hospital.
It was a joke. They're all waiting for you in the hospital basement. Funny guys.
Really? A joke? A joke, right? Oh, real funny. Oh, you got me good. I'm going to make some people feel like
Yeah, you do that. So the Werewolf Blood quest, I actually was able to do that. I did that actually at the beginning of the stream. So because of the investigation that we picked up along the way last episode, I was able to see the shinies for the computer skill book. Use that to raise my computer, which was enough to hack into the system and unlock the cabinet for the Werewolf Blood. So I was able to get that one done, yes. Okay, so 9 in investigation. So that can't be raised yet, so let's check for attributes. 9 wits, which I can't raise. I would need an 8, so let's check for disciplines on a d3. Cocked die. 5, 4, 3, and that would be presence, which we can raise. Fairly even discipline spread right now. Alrighty, so let's go back to the flesh eater.
Hey there, need a date?
No. Alrighty, back down to Pisha.
The kind's fate was sealed the moment he entered. Do not waste time debating the morality. If a man walks into a tiger's domain, it may result in his being devoured. So it has.
I understand. About these artifacts you were talking about.
Yes, I am searching for 2 items I have tracked to this area. One, I believe, may be in one of the local museums. I have not yet searched them all.
Blah,
The
blah,
other, I
blah,
believe
blah.
to be in the Giovanni's possession, though I have not confirmed. For these items, I will exchange items of similar worth.
Fair enough. Tell me about the item you think is in the museum.
A fetish is described in a 19th century chronicle of a British platoon's encounter with a local tribe. Soldiers would go missing in the night and be replaced by these fetishes. It may be valuable to my studies.
And the other?
It is used to communicate with certain entities otherworldly. It is a tome called the Voce del Morte. Should you find yourself within the walls of the Giovanni, seize the opportunity and take it, or they will make sure you never have another.
If I find it, I'll bring it by. Alrighty, now to the parking garage. She needs to clean herself. Well, you know, she doesn't have a mirror down there, so... And I imagine that the vampiric flesh begins to lose its sense of touch over time, so... Yeah, you'd really kind of, like, lose track of, like, what's on you and all that, and, like, what grime you've accumulated. Yeah. I mean, sure, you don't, like, really smell anymore, except, like, as a corpse would to an animal, but, yeah, it would be very easy to forget all the, dirt and stuff you accumulated on yourself. We are going to try to stealth this one, but, you know, if we go loud, we go loud. Made that one, okay. Thrilling, traipsing from air duct to air duct. Yes, they do. And that's precisely the reason why they do bathe, is because, you know, they're not, like, sweating. They don't really produce a smell, but grime does still accumulate on their body, so yep. They do bathe. Occasionally.
Don't you feel like something's here? Like we're being watched? No. Hairs on the front of his neck sticking up.
You are a very smart man. I will kill you first. Assuming we go loud.
Again. Don't go telling the guy over here. Not milk. Annoying. Okay?
Alright, we got good luck on that one for their patrols. Alright, this guy you gotta take out. Like so. Keep it in crouch mode, just in case, even though it's a bit of a slog. And there's a section here on the 3rd floor where it typically falls apart, but, well, we'll see. I'm not gonna, like, reload if we have to go loud. I'm just gonna start the killing. Watch my indicator. Yeah. Wait for these guys to move. Come on. Not that way. Let's move around here. Nothing.
taking so long? No gunshot?
Alright, not too bad. That's usually one of the spots where it can go awry, so we might have this. And all we really get for doing it stealth-wise is just like an extra experience point, but, you know, XP. Oh no, this is the point I was thinking of. Okay. I'm actually going to increase my stealth with blood buff. Oh. Oh, you'd love to see it. You'd love to see it, folks. Alright, fourth and final level. Yep. Hug, hug, hug. There we go. Now one. Alrighty, let's stick to the left for a bit. Kind of semi-circle in on there. Oh yeah, the mounts are great. Like, not a good first option for a initial playthrough, because it can kind of obscure what you're saying, but like, once you know what's going on in the game and what the general flow is, it does add in a lot of texture and insight to what's... Oh! Well, here we go, loud. And we got so close. So close. Oh well. It's those Malkavians, I tell you. Every time. Okay, Captain Physics. I'm going to drain you. And you. And what's also fun about the maps is, out of all the apartments, which is your favorite? So honestly, I really do like the Skyline one. It's fun, but in terms of favorite, I would say that the Tremere. It's a bit more compact, but I think it's styled a bit better. The Nosferatu one is interesting, because it's basically just a large cube in the sewers with a toilet exposed to everything else, and a mailbox outside, because of course. And yes, Heather will go there if she's your ghoul. Yay. But in total, I would definitely say that the Tremere is my favorite favorite apartment, and also one of my favorite clans, bastards though they are. Just trash.
Baby girl.
For the sewer apartment, I don't remember if she says anything. I don't think she has unique dialogue for it.
Outstanding. Pass it here, girl. Yeah, that's beautiful. Everything looks in order. Somebody somewhere got to be pissed off by losing this. Too bad I've sent my main girl here after him. All right. Let me peel off a few bills for you. I'll just drop this off to the new owner in the morning. Then I'm gonna get me a big old steak. Not that domestic stuff neither. I'm gonna order up 32 ounces of Kobe beef, the expensive shit. You wanna come? My treat.
Sorry, Larry, I already have plans for tomorrow. Excuse me. But I know Heather...
Girl,
also, by the point in the game where you would get the, oh, he lets you get the Call of Anaconda early. Interesting. That must be a plus patch thing. By the time that you get the apartment, she's already, like, drunk your blood, I think, at least 3 times. So, you know, she's completely, like, bloodbound by that point, too. So I don't think she even really would have anything to say about it, other than, yes, master. Basically full of Renfield at that point. Alrighty, so I believe we should be good to... Okay, report back to the prince before investigating the Elizabeth Dane. So I have to go talk to him once more before I can actually go and go to the boat in Santa Monica. Okay, 3. Let's see if we roll security here. That's gonna be an 8. And we rolled an 8! Security. Which actually works out very well for us, because I should now be able to also get the drugs for Trip from the hospital, because I believe that was a 6, and I can blood buff up to a lockpicking 6. Alright, I have to talk to Chunk.
Yeah, you go right on up and let's see what we got on good old camera 3. Oh,
Chunk?
There.
Chunk?
Thinking about you.
Are you being a food pervert?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Make my way down to you.
So typically the earliest you're going to get it is after the Dane if you do well on it. I know with Skyline, it's kind of based on how much LaCroix likes you. So doing more quests well for LaCroix like, I think there's like some encounter behind the scenes. Typically if you do the Werewolf Blood quest and you do the Dane well, it gets you it right then and there. But if not, there's like, you might have to wait till like after Grout. It put things in perspective.
Their zeal is admirable, but their idea is impractical for a society that must maintain secrecy and organization to stem its own genocide from coming about. I don't suppose they told you this is the only so-called free states that hasn't folded? No? Imagine that. Now that that's out of the way, I trust you're prepared to leave for the day.
I'm ready to go.
Good. I'm counting on an encore exposition of the talent you showed earlier. Go. And remember, under no circumstances are you to open the Ankaran sarcophagus.
Don't open it.
Good. There's a boat waiting for you on the beach in Santa Monica.
Well, that doesn't feel like 2 conversations stitched together at all.
Need a ride?
Okay, get me out of here. Back to Santa Monica.
What's the hops, bro?
Okay, so first we're going to drop by the hospital, both to see if we can score those drugs and also to talk to Vandal to finish up. Oh, what kind of vamp is the sheriff, Casey? So the sheriff is actually, I forget the exact name for them, but he is actually one of the African extraction of the kindred, and he's basically a Zemitzi, a flesh shaper. In spoilers for this 20-year-old game, but in the final boss battle when he turns into the huge-ass bat thing, that is actually a vicissitude power he's using. Like earlier when he uses like animalism, that's another Zemitzi power. So yeah, he's actually one of the African offshoots of the Zemitzi.
Sweet girl you sent up made the other ones seem like sour milk. Real bleeder, lovely thing. Least she used to be. But she'll live on in your heart, won't she? Need a bag of her?
Yeah.
Now serving number 26?
I'm tempted to buy
Number
a blood pack,
26?
but I won't, because I can probably still get my finance up.
26!
Vandal, stop being crazy. Malk Ghoul. Alrighty, let's turn the camera off in controlled substances. Camera 2. Descriptions. Oh, it was lockpick difficulty 5. Alrighty. Yeah, one of the subtle quirks of this game is whenever you're doing a lockpicking, if it's going longer than it typically takes, it means you don't have enough skill. If it goes like fairly quickly, it means you have enough. Or at least that's how it appears to me. That could just be, you know, mine does play tricks, but from what I can tell, that's true.
Thanks for coming back.
Got you something from the
Really?
clinic.
Well, let me see what you got.
It's probably not what you thought, but you'll have fun with it. Now about those
One.
weapons. No need to count. You will get more hard knives than you can handle. Okay, so for Casey, what happens to the ghoul if the vampire dies? Well, the ghoul will remain a ghoul, so long as they have the vamp blood in their system, which typically lasts about a month per kind of like drink, unless they burn it on a discipline or healing. And what happens is after that, is that the blood bond will still be intact. That has to wear off over time. But as the blood burns out in their body, they do begin to go into withdrawal. And they will either often seek out another vampire to become their ghoul, or if they are more ambitious or desperate or just nasty, they will become what can become what's a rogue ghoul, where they might actually begin to try and prey on vampires to take their blood by force, often like infiltrating havens during the day, and stuff like that to feed their addiction.
Hey, what can I say? You preserved my ass. I truly appreciate you.
And especially if you're someone like Mercurio here, who's pushing 60, at a certain point, if a ghoul fully goes off their vamp blood, they'll just die because they've lived past their natural lifespan. You look like you're feeling better, so...
That blood you guys got's an amazing thing. Helped close up a few wounds. This back alley patch fixed up the rest. I needed that beating. Good reminder not to overestimate my ability. I Last time it's gonna happen.
So Vandal is Jeanette's school, Casey? Yes, Vandal is, actually, I believe Vandal is technically Teresa's ghoul. But in this case, like, oh, Teresa's dead, so Jeanette probably just became Vandal's Domitor. Okay, I might need some equipment. Okay, he doesn't have any of the really good stuff yet. He is the best merchant of the game, Mercurio. But yeah, definitely so, for folks like Mercurio, where it's like, hey, my vampire is dead. If I don't get another source of vamp blood, I'm dead soon too. So in that case, they can become very desperate, and will do, in addition to the withdrawal, do basically anything to get vamp blood.
Yo,
let's see if I can talk my way.
Tell Jacobson if he plans on making editor-in-chief, he's got to start working with me. I can't keep getting him these scoops if he's going to send high school journalists who don't know enough to wear something that would blend in.
You didn't tell me this was a formal affair.
What kind of Woodstein? Don't think to at least show dressed up like an investigator, a Coast Guard guy, something. Didn't you ever see Fletch? Were they just handing out those diplomas nowadays?
Enough. We need to do this fast if we don't want to get caught.
All right, look. I got you a copy of the initial report, and I can get you into the cabin, but you gotta make yourself real scarce after that. Anybody catches you, I don't know you. And no goddamn flash photography brainchild.
Where do I go?
Hines to Marsh. Hines to Marsh. Marsh, they need you up in the bridge. Over. There. The security room will be clear.
Got it.
Head down the stairs behind you and stay low. When you get down there, wait for me to call off the guy guarding gangway A. As soon as he leaves, get your ass moving, and don't let him see you. I'll give you a couple of minutes, but don't dilly-dally. In and out, okay?
Understood.
Don't forget to stay out of sight. If anyone sees you, you're on your own. Take the stairs up to the security room. There'll be a computer in there. The password is Lighthouse. Lighthouse. All one word. You getting all this?
Yep,
now
got
get
it.
a move on. And don't forget to tell Jacobson I get double my usual fee for this one.
Okay. So yeah, Casey, Mercurio, it does seem like he might be LaCroix's ghoul. He makes the reference that he goes like downtown once a month for the vamp blood.
Yeah?
But there's also some other notes that like he might just kind of at this point be a general ghoul for the Camarilla power structure, because spoilers, you can flat out betray them and he'll still sell to you. Like he doesn't seem to have like any particular loyalty to any particular vampire within the Camarilla that we meet. So he's probably not like fully bloodbound to just like one vamp. They probably, I'm guessing, like kind of like juggle him around, probably so he can't be used as a pawn against any by any one particular vampire with wanting to unseat others in the power structure. But by the same token, it means he I've conquered your door. Isn't going to be overly loyal to any particular vampire. Okay, control, lighthouse, unlock, spell unlock correctly, records room unlocked, in deck, cams on. I said deck cams on with an O this time. Psycho-breathing cameras. Oh my. Oh yeah. The manifest's down in the records room. You need to get all three before... I don't know if you need to get all three before leaving the ship, but I don't know why you wouldn't. And again, it's not glowing, but it is a plot item, so... Alright, let's roll for that good old XP event. That is a 12. Ooh, we get to boost scholarship. That's always nice. More research, more persuasion. Come on, door. No one. Just doing a paranoia check. Yes, all tasks aboard the Dane. Whee! Okay, not enough XP. And I know I said 11 or till we finish downtown, whichever comes first. But honestly, since we only have the 2 main downtown missions to go, even if it takes us a bit past 11, I'm just going to finish downtown tonight.
Hop in.
Sure, why not? Howdy, Heather.
Hey, I know this might seem creepy and all, but please don't blow me off, okay? Someone told me I could find you here. I mean, I've been looking all over for you since that night. Because I just wanted to... I'm in your debt. I want to help you. I owe you my life, and I feel like I need to repay you. I almost forgot. I'm Heather. Heather Poe. I'm not weirding you out or anything, am I?
That's hard to do these nights. You look much better. I'm glad.
Only because of you. What you did for me. Here, I got you this. I thought you might be able to use it. It can be useful to you. I'd do anything. Just tell me you'll let me help you. Let me stay with you. Make me feel this way.
Okay. If you want to feel like that, then you're going to have to earn it.
Really?
Because I'm low humanity.
You won't regret it. Promise. I'll get you money, I'll get you things, everything. I want to be important to you.
Okay, so quick note, and this is something I noticed with Nox as well. I don't think it's an intentional link. It actually might just be the glasses, but is it just me, or do the sclera of her eyes seem to be a greenish tinge, a bit lighter than the iris? It's just something I noticed this playthrough. I don't know if it's the lighting or whatever, but I cannot unsee it. Wait for me at my place. I can't have you following me around. It's dangerous.
I know where you live. I checked there first.
Yay.
I'll wait for you at your place. And when you do come back, I'll take care of whatever you want. I'd do anything for you.
Do what you want. Goodbye. Make a save here, just in case. Something else. I gotta talk to Chunk again.
Mr. LaCroix told me to keep an eye out for you, Coffee Cake. Said to send you right up. You know, I got a break in an hour, and fresh box of crusty creams in the back. How about on your way out,
Oh, this thing with LaCroix is pretty urgent. Sorry, Chunk. I did not know he would do that if you seduced him earlier. Okay. So for Casey, for bringing humanity up, typically that's done through
I've said all I need to for now.
certain quest endings. You can also get a one-time boost by dancing for a long enough period of time in the nightclubs. But typically it'll be like different quest endings help bring up your humanity.
I don't have time for a monologue. Give me the bullet points of what you saw.
You can also spend experience on it as well, but let's be honest, that's kind of a waste. I didn't even remember you could do that until I was thinking about how do you raise your humanity. That's how rarely it's done. Every crewman on board was massacred. There weren't any survivors.
And the Ankaran sarcophagus. What did you see?
There was blood all over the floor. Handprints indicate it was opened from within.
Opened? Let's not jump to conclusions. Give me the manifest in your notes. I'll sort this mess later. You might have noticed when you came in the parade of malingering mollycoddles filing out.
Yeah, who were they?
Those were the Primogen, this city's clan elders. A worrisome bunch devoted first and foremost to the security of their own skin, which is why they were here. It seems Alistair Grout, the Malkavian Primogen, has either forgotten how to answer his phone or is missing. The Sabbat's appearance has put the Primogen on edge. Grout's mansion is in the Hollywood Hills. I need you to pry Grout out of whatever crack he's crawled into and have him contact us.
Certainly,
Yes,
is that
for a
all?
moment. You know, your demeanor thus far bears similar characteristics to those that rise to the top of this organization.
Bullshit.
Stay that course.
Thank you, sir. Now, about Grout.
Yes, about Grout. As I said, Grout is the Malkavian Primogen. His behavior and home are eccentric, to say the least. He's developed a paranoid bent lately, so you may have to check under every bed in the place for him.
I'll go right
When we
away.
hear from Grout, you may come back. Until then. Oh, and to show my appreciation for your dedicated service to me, I have secured you a haven nearby, in the Skyline apartment building. I hope it's to your liking.
Thanks. Tell my ghoul to move there too. Alrighty. See, we have an apartment now. Now, one thing I do want to do is head by the last round. But yeah, like humanity is like what you currently have times 2. It's typically a waste of XP.
Minutes, newbie. All the time I've got to spare right now.
Tell me about
Well,
LA.
It's always had problems. Always had a mean streak. Earthquakes, fires, riots. And for the Anarchs, the Camarilla, the Sabbat, the Quajian have all tried to steal it away. People say these nights are bleak, but then, haven't we always been down?
Why LA?
It seems like all the dreamers, the misfits, the pioneers all drift west. After LA, though, it's all Pacific. Maybe we all just collect here when there's nowhere else to go. But a lot of us like it here, and we fought to keep it ours for a long time.
You must have learned a lot in that time. Any advice?
Alright, this might help you out. I use guns, but most vamps get up close and personal. In that case, thing to do is to let them come in for the attack first, and dodge it or take it in the gut. Then use your blade to deliver the death blow. Time's up. Come around in a few nights if you're still alive. Maybe I'll have time to kill.
And free melee dab.
But I doubt it.
And we do hypothetically have enough to raise an attribute, so let's roll for that one. 9 wits, which we already have at needing an 8. So, till next experience. Alright, head by the apartment, then head to Grout. Do our little check to make sure we won't be walked in on.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. I love this alley. Alright, into apartment 4. The best thing in the game, the storage chest. Might as well put these here for now. And of course that is the Gladgum. Holding this rough-hewn amber stone gives you a sense of peace and even a glimmer of hope for salvation. You are able to hold the effect of most passive disciplines, i.e. all the ones I have, longer as long as you possess Gladgum. Their durations are increased by 25%. Howdy, Heather. You do you. Mail. Sunrise. 5 repaid favors. Stop my apartment when you get a chance. I'll set you up. Mercurio. And don't touch the butter! Don't touch the butter. The new extreme sport that's sweeping the nation is now on a limited edition DVD. Watch superstars Iron Will McMahon, Brock Dryhands Hines, and the Margarine Mike Davenport as they use every bit of the restraint in their body to not touch the butter. 1 bowl of butter, 2 contestants, 3 judges, and a hell of a lot of willpower. To order, log on to www.don'ttouchthebutter.vtn. Delete. Free blood. Okay, let's talk.
I'm so glad you're back. I've been waiting here just like you asked. Your place is, nice.
I didn't decorate it.
Is there something I can do for you? Anything. Just ask.
There's something you should know before we go on.
Oh. Are you married? Is that why you don't want me around?
No, you survived because of my blood. I am a vampire. You are bound to me.
What? You're joking, right? That's like slang for something like catcher or some fetish term, right? Not like a vampire, right?
I'm afraid not. My blood commingles with your own. A term for you is ghoul.
No, there's no such thing. This isn't funny anymore.
Do you want me to leave forever? To love someone else?
No, please don't leave. I don't care what you are. Just
Oh, God, this is abusive shit. Okay. That's great. Now do something to show me you care.
What can I do to show my appreciation?
Do you have any money on you?
Here.
Tell me a little
Me?
about yourself.
I'm not so special, you know? I go to college. I'm majoring in fashion design. I think I'm pretty creative. I just started school a year late because my parents died. Car crash. I didn't really have anyone special in my life until you came along.
That life's over now. Now you belong to me. Always remember this.
I understand.
Okay, wait here. Don't worry. I'll be back. Alrighty. So now to head over to Grout's Mountain of Crazy. Alrighty. Drive. I'll tell you when we're there. Grout's Mansion.
You. What are you doing here?
Yo, Nines, what's up?
Now.
You feeling alright, man?
Get out of here. This place is bad news. Pardon me.
Maybe. Huh. Why? What's inside? Alrighty, let's go. Many stealth kills await. So, Casey, for when you play as the Malkavian and you talk crazy, whereas the others don't, that is because all Malkavians, as part of the curse of their clan, are insane. They all have some form of mental illness. Oftentimes, it's one that they already had in life, just somewhat exaggerated by their curse. Other times, it can be
It is quite
one that they gain.
things I've been made to witness for my supernatural longevity. I am thinking of one unfortunate phenomenon in particular.
But in addition to that,
interest my
they also
station,
get
both
some
as a
ability,
professional
some
and as a sufferer of this vampiric condition. It seems
psychic
the stream
connection.
of time has begun to erode the moorings
And
of
insight
my
as
chosen
well.
course of study, for the methodologies that gave birth to psychology are slowly disappearing. I find myself in an
So
era
when you
that
play through as a
overlooks the
Malk,
physical component of
oftentimes
psychological pathology
what
time
you're
and
saying
again in favor of the
is
sophistic
things and impressions that the Malk
Chronology,
is
dactopintilism,
psychically
and the rest of the
picking up
orchard has
on.
fallen by the wayside, its champions all silenced in death, with
Often referencing lore that they have no actual way of knowing. In particular, when you talk to the Kuei-jin later in the game in Chinatown, the Malkavian can't actually bring up the Demon Emperor and the Yama Kings, which they would have no way of knowing about through normal means. And this actually freaks why can't I think of her name? The Kuei-jin leader right out that you know this. Yeah.
I'm most certain it has nothing to
Perception
do
at
with
once.
between
So perception,
myself,
mind,
my
time,
parents,
time,
and
perception,
my
mind,
genetics.
important capital letters.
And when I choose to stay my course, in time, too, may your star fade and disappear.
But in the lore, so the Malkavians actually trace themselves back to Malkav, who was a prophet in the ancient times, amongst the other members of the third generation or antediluvians, who were the clan founders. And that just kind of passed on through Malkav and their ability to have that gift of prophecy, but also have just, issues. Sometimes it's referenced that, like, what the Nosferatu are on the outside, the Malkavians are on the inside.
I shall still find test subjects as sure as I find bloody sustenance in the night, but this climate, I fear, may never be replicated.
Progression.
Often I reflect with great regret on the missed opportunity that was my infector. Had I been conscious after the attack, I could have stopped the orderlies from locking her in the roaming pen. What I would give for just one interview, a few simple questions of the plague-ridden woman who met her end at dawn. Of course, there is no guarantee she would have been any more helpful than my current crop of test subjects.
This is actually one of my favorite parts of the levels, the two towers, just the two spiral staircases.
Given the nature of the
I just like it.
I cannot
It's cool.
expect the same fervor from all, but a modicum of cooperation would be appreciated. Animals. The one called John went so far as to gnaw off his arm and escape into the floorboards like some feral rodent. I still hear him scurrying about at night making an atrocious mess.
So, one of the things in gaming that I just love is stealth kills. If a game has a chance for them, I'm always going to go for them. It's just satisfying. Alrighty, now where did you go from here? Right, this just leads back out here. So, yep, right here.
After decades of solitary study into this affliction, I have learned that it is by no means mine alone. Indeed, the city is home to an entire society of similarly afflicted individuals with whom I've only recently made contact. They are
Oh my word, it's another room.
By and large, but I have been able to confirm with them that the condition is indeed vampirism.
And yes, this is the needed path to go down, so.
A spectacular set of symptoms such as invisibility and even a sort of lycanthropy. Through numerous official interactions with the governing body of this secret society, I have concluded that their fundamental understanding of the vampiric condition is woefully lacking, and my suspicion and pseudo-religious dogma that would make a turf balk for extraction. Indeed, they seemed impressed with my studies and the eloquence with which I was able to present them. Apparently, the typical sufferer of my particular strain of vampirism is far from the vanguard of the king's image.
Okay, open up this
so
hatch.
Impressed with it that they even offered me an office in their government. Rather high office by the sound of things. I believe I shall accept. If nothing else, it should provide a lofty vantage point from which to observe the breadth and epidemiology of the affliction, so that I may move more expeditiously toward the cure.
Now, interestingly, if your inspection is high enough, and only if your inspection is high enough, you can actually interact with this book to automatically solve this portion of the puzzle. Chaos, mind, order, perception, time, key. And also we did pick up this Weekapog thistle. This petrified reed was not meant to fall into the hands of the damned, but vampires can benefit from its shamanistic magic all the same. Increases defense by 1 point. So chaos, mind, order, perception, time, key.
I have accepted the role of Primogen for Clan Malkavian, the dreadfully winsome label applied to the particular strain of vampirism I suffer, so named for some supposed vampire father figure of old. More poppycock grown from a backward culture that seems interminably drawn to children's tales and the fiction of Victorian romance, when it should concern itself with the science behind the
perception,
time. For I have taken this office for no greater reason than to advance my research. I must make mention, however, that even among my would-be peers in this governing body of vampires, the level of
and just flip random ones until something happens.
Their intelligence is not to question, no, indeed. As they courted me for this appointment, I had suspected their overtures were hand-tailored to what must be my obvious infatuation with reason, for the devil would do well to have such honey-tongued tempers. Even so, I could not help but notice the dressing of
there's just a little skull over there. Huh. I'm noticing all sorts of things this playthrough.
From addressing their unwashed, ill-educated subjects, or from their own deep-seated beliefs, their linguistic flourishes belie a faith in superstition over the...
You only need an inspection of 4 to see this? Wow. Now I need a research of at least 4 as well, which I have, so it should populate soon. There we go. The Tarlfang. This heavy fang could only have belonged to a ferocious predatory beast. You feel at ease knowing that there's one less of these in the world. Decreases your chance to frenzy. Alrighty, let's roll for that XP. So that is a 4 for dodge, and we do have enough, so we're putting it in there. Our combat defense is very high for, well, how I usually do my builds at least. That's pretty high, because I never invest in dodge for the most part until like the very end. Alrighty.
As I expand my dealings with the vampire government, I have encountered a disturbing
sneaky.
new symptom of this affliction.
Sneaky. Sneak. Damn it!
Forces that are not their own, but who seem to have insight into their lives beyond what I could gather from simple conversation. Voices seem to echo from deep within my fellow vampires, and I cannot be certain if this symptom belongs to my strain.
It does.
I dare not mention this even to my vampiric peers, even themselves too desperate to whom I could be loath to reveal any side. Indeed, these voices have counseled me against confessing their presence, and until
Pick up the refrigerator key.
The information the voices have given me ranges from curious to frightening. The latter case is especially true of one powerful vampire whose name I shall not commit to recording in the interests of
Elder Vitae. Best blood. Honestly, at this point, I'm just gonna go loud. Yeah, I can blood buff that. Come on. Alright, the labyrinth. So this is actually an area that was reintroduced in the Plus patch. You don't have to go through it, it's an alternate way through the level, but why not? Dude. Now there's a noise. Come on. There we go. Oh. Hmm. Okay. Switch. Stabbinsies. Yeah, nothing there. Bottle. Yay! Oh wow, mannequins. Oh no. Hmm? God damn. Bye-bye. And now that phone's ringing. Wonderful.
Stop doing that.
Get me out of here. Famous doctor dies in accident. 28th of February, 1925. The unrecognizable corpse of renowned shrink Dr. Alistair Grant was found in his burning car as it crashed into the Hollywood Hills today. here. This brings us to the end of the level. Well,
I
end-ish.
am no longer safe. I know it. The voices have proven themselves authentic, and I have withdrawn from the Vampire Society.
I'm amazed how much Inspection 4 reveals.
My absence will no doubt draw attention. No longer hold my fragile composure around the ravenous eyes of my ideas. Especially the voices compelled me to make...
So you're hearing the whispers here, Casey, because
For their demands are constant and
you're in the
I have
Malkavian Labyrinth.
myself within the
Whether or not you're really hearing whispers, or maybe there's just some invisible mouths whispering at you, who knows? Yeah, it's those weren't like genuine whispers. Those were more like it was the haunted house effects, basically. Like, it wasn't just like something that, like, oh, when you going around and you randomly hear these whispers like you do when you play a Malk, but like you'll notice that like it only really started whispering when you did like certain actions or like cross certain thresholds. Okay, I'm in the next beat. I'm not Grout, you already killed him.
Out is dead? Pity it could not be by my hand. No matter. Soon your self-made kings and false prophets and all who bear the mark of the beast will be washed from the earth for the coming of the Lord.
Who the hell are you?
To burn. Tell them it was Grünfeld Bach who sent your damned soul to that lake of fire. All agents of Satan shall return to whence they came. Let this righteous display serve as a promise to all who serve the Archfiend Lacroix. I'm coming for you, Lacroix. By the power of the Lord, I will cleanse your black soul.
Yeah, whatever. And now to fight the flaming ghouls. Nice. Not nice. Alright, which door was it again? No, that's the backdraft door. So I think it's this door. Nope. I was wrong. Is it this door? Yes. Let's add on some celerity to outpace these guys. And of course, that's just the last one. Window escape. Oh, yep. Go talk to, Lacroix.
Evening there. Something burning? Ooh, smells like someone burnt the burgers.
I don't smell anything. I've got an appointment with Lacroix.
Sure, I'll open her up for you. Jeez, I could go for one of them double spaced burgers. The onions and the cheese and some bacon and the guacamole.
Thanks.
The Primogens still haven't been contacted by Grout. I thought I made it clear that you were not supposed to come back until we had heard from him.
Grout's dead.
Grout's dead?
Yeah, and this Bach guy set his house on fire, nearly killed me.
Bach! Every time I think he's lost the scent. So, Buck killed Grout to draw me out.
Seemed like Rat was already dead when he
Buck
arrived.
is a hunter. They stalk and kill our kind to appease their god. But like many mortals, their so-called faith is nothing but a conduit through which they quench their killing urge. Who else would have killed Grout?
On my way in, I saw Nines Rodriguez leaving the mansion.
Look at me. Are you sure it was Nines Rodriguez? Because if it was, the consequences... Do you know where this might lead? Do you really have any idea?
No, and I'm not sure it wasn't Nines either. Something was weird.
It means, under most circumstances, I would call a blood hunt on the murderer immediately. However, the anarchs of this city may interpret such an action to be a declaration of war. I do not want a war with them. This decision will take some time. I need to confer with the Primogen on this. In the meantime, I've come to a decision on the Ankaran sarcophagus, and I believe that for the safety of the inhabitants of this city, we need to place the sarcophagus under Camarilla protection until its contents can be confirmed. You're becoming quite indispensable to me. So, out of all my available personnel, I'm going to entrust the retrieval of the sarcophagus to you.
Yay.
It was quietly delivered to the Museum of Natural History a few hours ago.
I'll go at once.
The manifest from the Dane shows there was a small box from the same dig on board, but it was listed as missing. Keep an eye open for it. It may have been overlooked. It's crucial we get the sarcophagus in our possession within the next few hours.
The sarcophagus is as good as here.
Here are the keys to the front door of the museum. The sarcophagus should be in an examination room of some sort. There's a small security staff on site, but I don't want a massacre. Mortals are just as easy to deceive as they are to kill.
I'm ready to go.
There is a degree of immediacy attached to this task. Work fast. And, as on the Dane, you are not to open the Ankaran sarcophagus for any reason. Excuse me.
Okay. So we are going to go talk to Heather real quick, get our money from Venus, then head to the museum for the final mission of the night. Skills.
Finally, you're back. I thought maybe something happened to you. I shouldn't even think such a thing. If you disappeared, how could I go on? But you're here now. I'm so glad when you're near me.
Looks like a certain ghoul needs her blood fix.
Blood? What do you mean?
I fed you my blood that night. That's why you feel so alive.
I didn't mean anything by it. Please, give me your blood.
Here, don't waste it.
This feeling. It's love.
No, it's not.
Oh, all I can feel is love for you.
How amusing. I'd rather you showed your love with gifts.
I almost forgot. I got a college loan check today. Here, I want you to take some of the money.
Thanks, I could use some new clothes.
I'll try to get more, when I can.
Good, I'll be back, in case you want to give me something else. Ugh. You know, the older I get, the more I really do appreciate how they just really nailed with Heather how harmful and abusive the ghoul vampire shtick is. it's just, ugh. Like, she's being strung along as an addict to the vamp blood, being taken advantage of. Ugh. Now, granted, there are, like, several times when you're dealing with her where you can, like, really sort of send her back to her life and not have her entire world increasingly shrink to basically just involve doing your bidding. But, low humanity playthrough. Alrighty, we're gonna go get our cash from Venus.
What's the hops?
Money, right? Been a while.
Thanks, keep it coming. Yeah, don't need to use the blood doll right now. Alright, let's see if we can add to the attributes. 6. That is intelligence that does up our research. Now, upping the research does allow us to at least comprehend one of the books, so I am going to just double check real quick, see which one it was, and see if we can actually get some more XP real quick before we head back to the museum, because I'll take any little bit I can get. There we go. That took an awfully long time. Okay. No means no. Oh, nice. So that is the Brawl book. And we can use it. Yeah, so our unarmed combat is doing fantastic. Mind you, we don't use it all that much, but you know, fists are pretty fast. Okay.
Where to?
Just drive. Museum. So the museum does favor stealth. There is a XP bonus if you get through it undetected. I'm going to try for that, but if I get caught, I'm not going to be reloading or anything. I'm just going to go loud. Partially for time's sake and partially because I feel, you know, it fits Clarence wrong. They're a bit of a violent personage. Damn funny. You scared the crap out of the cleaning crew. Now would you put the damn drafter back in its exhibit? Oh, and don't leave the keys lying around, or Marshall will fire your ass. Speaking of keys, free keys. And electro music. Okay, guard is proceeding. Guard is passing. Boop. Yep, wrong button. Did I pick that up, or did that cause it to Source Engine's physics? Hard to tell. Five. I can indeed blood buff past that. Gonna slap down a save here. More out of force of habit because I'm not really caring about doing this 100% stealthy, but still. If and when they finally come out with Bloodlines 2, will you play it? Yes. Casey, I will definitely play Bloodlines 2, not in the way I'm playing this game, because I'm just playing this game in the, oh! God! Random build, because I know it well enough that I want to just spice things up for my own build. And challenge myself a bit. I'll be playing it like more normally. When I start my Baldur's Gate 3 run tomorrow, which will be a mostly blind run, similar situation where I'll be not playing it like randomly. I'll be playing it normally. But yeah, when Bloodlines 2 comes out, I definitely will be playing it. Hopefully it will be truly amazing and everything we've hoped for. It might be a complete dumpster fire, but most likely it will land, you know, somewhere in the middle, and there'll be things that are fantastic about it, things that need improvement, and it will be a game like every other, but, you know, as long as it has that charm to it and just that good vampire action, I'll definitely enjoy it. I really do think I'll enjoy it. Yeah. But yeah, it is definitely something I'm looking forward to because they have said that we are going to hear more about it in September. So, fingers crossed. Okay, and this is the code into the back room, 2358. What's this book? Research at least 6. Yeah, because that's the security book. And I see we have a few more viewers in chat. Welcome to the stream. We are nearing the end of the night here. Watching these cameras so I don't get rang. Oh god, they really did a number on these ones. Come on. But yeah, how's it going? Good to see more folks in. Okay, let that camera go like that. You're gonna Baldur's Gate 3 tomorrow? Yeah, I'm gonna start the yep, there's the nice. Oh well. Probably at around 1 to 2 is when I'll start. In playthrough 1 to 2 Eastern time, I should say. Oh, now the camera's just stuck. Wonderful. And then go for a few hours. I'll be recreating a character called Zamar Moonfire, who was the first D&D character I ever really played in a campaign way back in 3rd edition. Not even 3.5, but 3rd edition in oh, that would have been 2001. And he's going to be a druid. Zamar probably would take him as a Circle of the Land route once we get to the subclass. So a bit more for the caster aspects. But yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, really looking forward to it. In fact, just not even last spring or so, is when I finally sat down and played through the original Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Really fun games, but they definitely show their age. Let's see if I can get this one. Holy hell. I basically never interact with this computer because you need to break in to get it. And play through like Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2, Throne of Baal, Siege of Dragonspear, with the same character. Oh, press the tilde key. And had a really fun time, but it's definitely one that, like, if you play Baldur's Gate 3 and you really want to go back and play those games, do so. You do not have to play them beforehand, because as fun as they are, they have the design interface from the 1990s for the old Infinity Engine games, which I kind of grew up on, so I know how to use that interface, but it can be a bit clunky if you're not used to it. And 2, it does use the 2nd edition AD&D rule set, which has some clunk to it, although there is a good amount of
I can't understand why someone would go through the trouble of stealing a box with a very ancient corpse. This city is not that dull.
Actually, I'm not going to say it has some intuitiveness to it, because it doesn't. Like, when I say it's intuitive, because I'm so used to it. Because I actually began on 2nd edition way back in the day. The first full campaign I really played was in 3rd edition, but I actually got my first taste of D&D back in 2nd edition in, I wouldn't say 97 or 98. My mom introduced me to it because my mom actually played in campaigns when I was younger. Even before she met my dad, she was playing in D&D campaigns. So, yeah, my mom also got me my first Super Nintendo Entertainment System and got me started into the gaming hobby. So really, she's the reason I'm here today. For, more than just being a meat popsicle, but also for, gaming also. Big love to Mom. Okay. Beckett, what are you doing here?
I'm an archaeologist, so I thought I'd indulge in a quick study of this Ankaran sarcophagus everyone's so riled up about. My guess, from what I've read about it, is that it's a mummified Mesopotamian king. I needed confirmation.
Did you get to examine it at all?
I really wish I had. All this speculation about the sarcophagus containing an antediluvian and being a portent of Gehenna is making me cringe. These are the kinds of ridiculous, superstitious assumptions I came here to debunk.
Gehenna.
Armageddon, doomsday, the end of all kindred. It's a common facet of most mythologies. Fear that the world will end. Many believe Cain and the antediluvians will return to consume or destroy all kindred. I wholeheartedly disagree.
Antediluvians.
No one I know has ever met one, but each of the clans and their bloodlines supposedly trace their origin to an original vampire, an antediluvian. Some swear these grandsires still exist into the present, but then kindred and kind believe a lot of strange things.
And Cain?
Cain is the biblical first kindred and founder of the mythological first city, Enoch, a place where kindred and kind coexisted. I believe Cain's a figure concocted to personify the transition from nomadic society to agrarian society. That myth, like most, has been twisted by time.
Can you tell me more about Thinbloods?
Thinbloods rarely exhibit features or powers of their clan, and many can't embrace. Some are even rumored to have reproduced. Many kindred are terrified that their weak blood heralds the dissipation of every bloodline. Somewhat of an ignorant reactionary response, don't you think?
Why don't you believe in Gehenna?
As I said, many cultures have the fear of some form of apocalypse. Kindred believed in these stories when they were human, and naturally carried them over into kindred myth. But it doesn't take a supernatural act to cause widespread destruction. Humans and kindred are just as capable of managing their own destruction as a deity. A self-realized Gehenna warrants more vigilance than a god-induced one, don't you agree? Such is my argument, which so frequently falls on deaf ears.
Are there any other signs of Gehenna?
What prophecy doesn't have vague apocryphal signs? Let's see. The usual ones cited are the appearance of thin bloods, Cain sightings, doom, gloom, that route.
This is all fascinating stuff. How long have you been studying kindred lore?
For 300 years I've been trying to determine the function of our existence, the kindred's role in the world. I'm not content to attribute it to some act of supernatural biblical vengeance. We exist for a reason. And if it takes another 300, I'll figure it out. Any thoughts?
We're mutations with powers, like in comic books.
The extent to which
Vampians
have shaped modern belief systems is extraordinary. Still, it's a better explanation than a divine sentence for manslaughter.
I really don't know.
My sentiments exactly. But there's time to rectify that. Well, my work here is stolen away into the night. Think I'll do the same.
You do that. Alrighty, so let me just get back to the hub area. Hello, Gargies. Okay, and we did get the mentor bonus for scholarship. Okay, let's see if there's any attributes we can increase with our roll. I keep rolling 7 on these, which is stamina. And I can't do anything for discipline, so next experience event, we will see if we can do things to our dice-defined, or rather dicey build. Okay, let's get out of here. And then I'm going to do a final save for the night.
Need a ride?
Yeah, just drive. We're going back to Santa Monica.
Lovely evening.
I meant downtown. Oh well. Save one. Alrighty, folks. So, I'm going to be calling the stream here, because we got through the downtown section. I will be streaming Baldur's Gate 3 tomorrow. Blind playthrough, I've played through a bit of it, just like the very, very beginning entrance, to make sure like it runs smoothly. But other than that, I really have not looked up anything on the game, so it's just going to be a nice, good blind playthrough. Tomorrow we're starting at around 1 or 2 Eastern Time. And then on Tuesday the 8th, I will be playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines Heatdeath Build Edition again. And that will be starting at typically 8, but I might start that one a bit earlier at 7. I should get off work early that day, so there you go. So, hopefully I will see you Sunday or Tuesday, folks. Thank you much for dropping by. Let me see if there's anyone that I can raid. No one immediately in my circle, so yeah, I'm just going to end the stream here. Thank you all for dropping by. It was wonderful to see you. If you haven't already, I do also recommend the streamers Thormangander and Surfing Pichu. They are 2 friends of mine. Love them lots. And hope you enjoy them as well. Anyways, have a good night and stay calm.